What happens to the heart after a heart attack is quite dynamic. Initially, it stops pumping well in the area where the heart attack occurred, and then it starts to heal and remodel. The other parts of the heart muscle actually start to compensate for the loss of the function in the area of the heart that was damaged during that heart attack.
Your heart attack was really caused by plaque buildup combined with probably a local inflammation in the blood vessel.
This plaque, when it ruptured because of a reason. Either accumulation of more fat into the tissue or strenuous activity. That stress on the vessel can cause these very minimalistic plaque to rupture.
It is important that you start your new life after your first heart attack, and that means paying attention to how you live and what medications you're going to have to take.
They put me on an antiplatelet for the stent.
I'm also on cholesterol medicine,
an aspirin, a blood thinner, as well as beta blockers and blood pressure medications.
The most important thing for vascular health is diet and exercise. Minimizing the intake of salt, sugar, and flour.
Make sure you're eating a very protein-based diet.
Exercise doesn't necessarily translate into going to a gym. It means that you're active from the time you get up to the time you go to bed.
I can't ever imagine not being a runner and a cyclist.
I have to tell you, athletes are the worst patients because they can push themselves very hard. So moderation in exercise is the best thing.
And that includes walking, jogging. Sitting is the new smoking, they say.
I recommend all my patients to go through cardiac rehab program after a heart attack.
It entails giving them the confidence to start walking, to start exercising without the fear of developing pain or shortness of breath in that process.
I'm assuming you follow up at regular intervals with your cardiologist.
4 times a year.
you cannot and no longer diagnose yourself. I write down what I want to talk about when I go see the doctor.
When women present with a heart attack, it is often with chest pain, shortness of breath, or sweatiness. They will feel maybe dizziness. They can feel back pain. Men more typically present with chest pain, shortness of breath.
I am afraid I'm not going to get up in the morning. Anything can happen a second time.
In my experience, people who have had a heart attack often will run to the emergency room at the slightest symptom at the beginning. I will say that it's better to do that than to blow off the symptoms completely.
I have to find that sweet spot where I get the fitness and the benefits without going back to the extreme.
You have to find that medium where you're happy, but you're not hurting yourself. You've reached that balance by understanding more about the disease. I'm glad that you're an advocate for this because it's just awesome.